Well, a North Korean spy master heading to the Olympics. The rogue regime sending a top general and a former intelligence chief to the closing ceremonies where he is scheduled to meet with the South Korean president. And today, Vice President Mike Pence is standing firm on the administration's stance against North Korea.
The United States of America doesn't stand with murderous dictatorships. We stand up to murderous dictatorships. And we will keep standing strong until North Korea stops threatening our country, our allies, or until they abandon their nuclear and ballistic missiles once and for all.
And here now is Jack Keane. He's a retired four-star general and Fox News strategic analyst. General.
Good to see you.
Yeah, what do you make of this? I mean, what is the significance, in your opinion, of him actually coming to the closing ceremonies and the meeting? Is this something that the U.S. should be concerned about?
No, I don't think we need to be concerned about it. I mean, I think we're very clear-eyed. I know the administration is about what's taking place here with North Korea. I mean, number one, they're promoting goodwill. They're getting the propaganda gain out of it, to be sure. Number two, as to any negotiations that may take place, we recognize that North Korea is trying to drive a wedge between ourselves and South Korea. That's not going to work. Because President Trump and President Moon are sort of joined at the hip, although politically they're a little different. But nonetheless, when it comes to our policy on North Korea, President Moon from South Korea agrees with it. And also we know that whenever there's been negotiations in the past, the reality is North Korea has used that to buy time so they can advance their technology.
No. It's interesting. That's interesting. But what about, let's look past the Olympics. I mean, we've been in this, tug of war, pardon the pun, with North Korea for months. The tensions are rising, then they back off, we back off. We thought maybe something was going to happen with the vice president in South Korea. It did not. Do you see this as a longer-term problem?
Oh, I don't see it as a longer-term problem because the director of the CIA told us that it is just a matter of months when North Korea will have their nuclearized ICBM capability. In other words, they will have tested the final phase of that, which is re-entry, and to their satisfaction that the technology is in place. That means right now we should be pulling out all the stops, so we're just months away from a major crisis.
General, I've got some breaking news on Syria I want to ask you about. We're just getting word that the United Nations bid to try and get this 30-day ceasefire in Syria has been blocked by the Russians. This is just crossing, but obviously with the death toll in particular in that suburb of Damascus, Ghouta, this is very troubling news that the Russians are blocking any efforts for a ceasefire.
We shouldn't even be the least bit surprised about that. The Russians came in to prop up the Assad regime. They and the Iranians have successfully done that. The Russians have been committing war crimes right along with Assad.